Every morning, millions of people start their day with an energizing glass of orange juice. But have you ever wondered about the incredible journey these juicy orange fruits take before reaching your glass? Today, we'll pull back the curtain and guide you through every production stage, from sun-drenched groves to the conveyor belts where that liquid sunshine is born. This journey will show you how cutting-edge technology and century-old traditions combine to create the product we all know and love. You'll witness massive factories processing up to 5 million oranges daily. Discover why some oranges remain green even when fully ripe, and learn how engineers preserve natural flavor in industrial-scale production. Prepare for a tour that will change how you see your morning drink. Our journey begins where it all starts, in the orange groves. The perfect orange juice begins its journey a year, sometimes even 18 months, before reaching your table. While there are over 600 orange varieties worldwide, only two dominate commercial juice production: Valencia and Hamlin. Why these two? The Valencia, named after the Spanish city where it was developed, is considered the king of juice oranges. These fruits contain the perfect sugar-acid balance for that signature rich flavor. But they have one quirk: they mature extremely slowly, taking 12 to 15 months. This is where Hamlins come to the rescue. Less aromatic but maturing in just 7 to 8 months, they produce astonishing amounts of juice. Farmers strategically plant both varieties together, creating a continuous ripening conveyor. While some trees are still flowering, others are ready for harvest. But how do they determine ripeness? Experienced harvesters know peel color is misleading. In tropical climates with warm nights, oranges often remain green even when fully ripe. The real secret lies in sugar content. Farmers use a refractometer. A juice droplet placed on the prism measures light refraction, precisely calculating sugar percentage. Only oranges with at least 10% bricks make the cut. Fun fact: 1 hectare of orange groves yields about 40 tons of fruit annually. Yet it takes 10 to 12 medium oranges to produce 1 liter of 100% juice. Now you understand the scale required to meet global demand. Imagine this. To keep a juice plant running smoothly, workers must harvest about 2.5 million oranges daily. How is this humanly possible? Just 30 years ago, all harvesting was done manually. Workers with special shoulder bags carefully picked each fruit to avoid damaging both fruit and tree. This method yielded about 1,000 oranges per worker per hour. Times have changed. Modern orchards use machines straight out of science fiction. These giants, called goats, grove-oriented agricultural tractors, move slowly between tree rows. Their metal arms gently embrace trunks and vibrate at about 1,000 oscillations per minute. The physics are fascinating. Vibrations travel through branches, causing ripe oranges to detach when their stems become most fragile. Meanwhile, unripe fruit stays on the tree. Falling oranges land on catching canopies, then ride conveyors to bins. One machine can harvest 2 tons per minute, 100 times more efficient than hand-picking. What happens next? The oranges transfer to massive gondola trailers holding up to 120,000 fruits, enough for about 2,700 gallons of juice. Time is critical. Processing must begin within 24 hours of harvest to preserve quality. That's why factories are typically located within 100 kilometers of groves. The gondolas arrive at a factory complex spanning 20 football fields. Here, up to 300 trucks are unloaded daily. But before pressing, the oranges undergo meticulous preparation. 1. Smart unloading. Hydraulic platforms tilt 25-ton trailers to a precise 32-degree angle, scientifically calculated for optimal fruit flow. In 47 seconds, 120,000 oranges spill onto the first conveyor. Exactly 36 fruits, 0.03%, are randomly sampled for quality control, an industry standard. 2. Orange spa treatment. Fruits undergo a 3-stage wash. 1. Alkaline bath, pH 11.5. Dissolves wax 2. Rotating silicone brushes, 120 revolutions per minute. Scrub surfaces. 3. High-pressure rinse, 4-bar, removes residues. 3. X-ray vision. An X-ray scanner capturing 800 frames per second detects imperfections invisible to the eye, even 2-millimeter decay spots. Interestingly, 7% of fruit gets rejected here, destined for cattle feed. The factory's heart is this 150-meter extraction hall featuring 2 systems resembling your kitchen appliances. Type 1, blender, FMC Tech. Oranges drop between 1,600 metal fingers. A hydraulic press, 60 psi, squeezes them like a juice pouch. Key advantage, nearly intact peels for byproduct processing. Type 2, juicer, brown system. Fruits get halved and pressed against rotating cones, 280 RPM. Achieves 96% juice yield versus 92% for Type 1. Trade-off: more bitter oils from peels. Tech trivia: both systems use 1.3 kilowatt-hours per ton, equivalent to 10 washing machine cycles. Daily output? 1.2 million liters, enough to hydrate Monaco's entire population. Before the juice reaches packaging, it undergoes 147 rigorous tests. Here are the most fascinating ones. 1. The electronic nose. A gas chromatograph analyzes 800 aromatic compounds. If limonene, a peel compound, exceeds 0.015%, the batch is rejected. Even a hint of bitterness could ruin the flavor balance. Second USDA color scale. Juice flows through a spectrophotometer. The acceptable range is 34 to 42 points. For comparison, fresh squeezed juice scores 39 points, our gold standard. 3. The honesty test. Using nuclear magnetic resonance, technicians detect water dilution with 0.1% accuracy. That 100% juice label? It's a legally binding promise. The final stretch, 6,000 bottles per minute. Here's how this engineering marvel works. 1. Birth of a bottle. PET preforms heat to 230 degrees Fahrenheit, 110 degrees Celsius, inflating into shape in 0.3 seconds, faster than a hummingbird's wing beat. 2. Dancing robots, 6-axis robotic arms. Position bottles with 0.0004-inch precision, making 200 moves per minute, a ballet of steel and silicone. 3. Fire. Sterilization. Bottles are blasted with hydrogen peroxide vapor and UVC light, wavelength 254 nanometers. This zaps 99.9999% of microbes, cleaner than a surgeon's scalpel. Bottling physics. Juice flows at 39 degrees Fahrenheit or 4 degrees Celsius under vacuum to prevent oxidation. Each bottle is weighed to plus or minus 0.02 ounces, stricter than a jeweler's scale. From a Brazilian orchard to your table, 7,235 miles, 53 patented technologies, and the work of 872 people. Next time you sip OJ, remember this epic journey. Did you know? Drinking a year's production from this factory would take 23,000 years. 1 sip per second. Which stage amazed you most? Share in the comments and hit subscribe.